and it was older than I was. And welcome back to the Angry Teacher channel. I'm Richard Williams, the Angry Teacher. If it's your first time here, thanks for coming by. Thanks for chilling with us for a little bit. Thanks for watching the video. I want you to check out the playlist. See which ones speak to you and hit you right here. Let me know in the comments and just enjoy yourself being a part of the whole Angry Teacher community, because I'm sure there's a video that you like, and I want you to do me a favor. Hit the subscribe, hit the notification bell, and hit the likes so that we can keep this going. If you've been here before, thanks for coming by. I love the encouragement. I love the comments. I love the likes. Thanks for being a part. Thanks for interacting. Thanks for being a part of this community, this Angry Teacher brand. Let's get into the video. Now, this bad boy right here, the cell phone, everybody knows it's a pain in the butt as a teacher. It is just so annoying to have kids on their cell phones. Ironically, now during the pandemic, most of them have to be on their cell phones. In any case, this video is to kind of help you navigate that in your classroom. Cell phones are not always negative. For years, I've used it as a tool for my purposes. Now, sometimes, kids overstep, as they will do. You give them an inch, they take the entire mile. But for the most part, it's been working out. So here are a couple of tips that how you can use cell phones in the classroom without you getting all frazzled and losing it and losing your cool. Check it out. Number one, there are a lot of communication apps that you can use. There's Remind, there is GroupMe. Kids do, there's a first Facebook group that they can communicate with each other. They can communicate with the teacher. There's an assignment that they have to do weekly on Facebook. There are, you can use Instagram. Some teachers have used Instagram to communicate with kids who they haven't seen in a while, or kids who need to, do something additional to a project or whatever. They communicate with them that way. There's so many different ways. And even my district now has, the kids can access their grades and their portal on the cell phone through an app. So there are ways to use the cell phone to communicate without actually calling the student or calling the parents. There are apps that you can use for that purpose, and so that's a good thing. Number two, games and class participation. They can do this through or activities. There are polls. There's Kahoot. There is Quizzes. Yeah, I think it's called Quizzes. There are different apps that you can also use, not just for communication, but for gaming, or to take polls, or to have kids look at the classroom differently. You're still doing something academic, but you are using the technology that you have. You may not have a desktop at home or a laptop, but you can use your cell phone. You can access these games and activities on the go, if you will. So there's no more any excuses about you didn't have time, or you didn't have this, or you didn't have that. If you have a cell phone, you can get some stuff done, all right? For years, I've been in my classroom where there is no form of technology. The only form of technology I had was my desktop computer, and it was older than I was. Everybody knows I'm the oldest thing in the building, but the computer, outaged me, if you will. So, I couldn't do much. So with that said, when the kids started coming in, they had their cell phones or whatever, I allowed it. So here's how we used it for that purpose. And number three is to take pictures. Simply take pictures. When I'd have stuff written on the board or the PowerPoint, for those visual learners who need to see things, and my PowerPoints are very colorful and lively and things are going on, so I have them take pictures of it so they can peruse it at their own level. For the slower learners or those who want to get ahead, you can scroll through and at your leisure, you can look at the questions again. You can kind of, it can be in your head, because sometimes if we've moved on from one PowerPoint slide to another, then the kid who is, kind of taking his own sweet time can kind of get to peruse a little bit. Instead of asking, Miss, can you go back, sir? Can you go back, sir? Miss, sir? No, just look at your phone, just scroll and look and see where we are, or where you need to get, or where you need to be. Those of you who are faster with completing assignments, you can just go faster, move on to the next. So with that said, I've always had my kids do that. They take pictures of their homework. So if mom asks a question like, sweetie, tell your mom that you took the picture. Look at the homework slide. Did you do all of that stuff that you took a picture of? And if, you know, it squashes everything there. Mom, I didn't do it. I took the picture, but I didn't do anything with it. So for a while, I used that as a way to say, remember your homework. If you have your phone with you, you don't have to worry about what you wrote down somewhere and you put it in the book bag and it got lost in this new world of book bags. But you have your cell phone. You can always go back to that PowerPoint slide for the week. All right. So it's not a bad thing all the time. Also, there's some assignments for it ties into the taking of pictures. It's taking pictures for assignments or projects and recording and making videos. Now there's this new TikTok phenomena that's going on that cell phones can be used for a class assignment. Have them make a TikTok video of whatever the subject area is, whatever the content is at the time that you want them to cover. That could be a project. I've had my kids, after we've read Every Man or Othello, they've had to record scenes, modernized scenes of these plays, and we just sit in class and watch them after they've uploaded it. Or that's just my, you know, sitting down and watching how they relate to each other, how they record, who's thinking, who's the thinker, and the designing of the costumes and all this stuff. You can use a cell phone for, you know, when they're taking pictures, they're going through the building, they're taking pictures, they're writing about the pictures, they're going through whatever the third picture was in your phone. Go ahead and analyze that or exchange with a friend. Make sure it's clean and you know, appropriate. Right about it. So, you know, there are ways to use a cell phone positively that, you know, we don't have to get up in arms. And a lot of these things you might have to clear with parents, you might have to clear with your administrator, your academic coaches, but know that there are ways to use the cell phone wisely and in academics so you won't get in trouble. Sometimes, once again, kids will take it too far. For example, if we're doing communication, did you check your remind? They get distracted and start looking at their Instagram for, you know, their own purposes. But, you know, that's where you have to corral them. Come on, guys, let's get back to work. You didn't send me the remind yet. You didn't send me I forgot, Microsoft Teams is also an app that you can use for communication, for assignments, so they can use their cell phones. It's easier now than it was when we started the pandemic, when we started all these things, so now they can get stuff done without having to worry about not having a laptop or access to Wi-Fi, you know, whatever. If they have a cell phone and they're in the building, chances are they can still get work done. So look at those for me. Let me know in the comments down below which one works, which one you think, which one I should add to my arsenal, because I'm always willing to learn. That's it, guys. I need you to go out there and be great. Hey, let's just go out there and teach.